If you've ever struggled to build new habits or stick to your goals, this video will show you how starting tiny would be the breakthrough you've been looking for. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into Tiny Habits, a book by BJ Fogg that shows us how the smallest actions can create life-changing habits. To summarize this book, I've divided this book into 8 sections, so we'll be going through the section. Let's start with the big idea. BJ Fogg, a Stanford behavior scientist, teaches one simple but powerful truth. Habits don't have to be big to change your life. They just have to start tiny. And the moment you make them small enough, you'll find success isn't about motivation, it's about system design. So the section 1 is the Fogg behavior, the science behind why most of us fail at new habits. Fogg's formula is this: behavior is equal to motivation plus ability plus prompt, which is, simply put, as I put it, he said B, which stands for the behavior, is equal to map, which is the motivation, ability, and prompt. So for any habit to happen, you need all three. The motivation, which is your desire to do that thing, your desire, and the ability, which is how easy or hard it is, and then the prompt, the reminder or trigger that prompts you to act. So if one is missing, the behavior won't happen. So rather than blame your willpower, Fogg shows that it is your system that needs adjusting. This book is more like Atomic Habits. I'm only treating this book because we need daily reminder on how we can actually change our habits, because it's our habits that will actually make us a better version of ourselves. So the section 2 here, we have the power of tiny habits. Now, here is the real magic. Fogg says, instead of forcing yourself to do 50 push-ups, do 2. Start with 2 push-ups. Too small to fail, right? Yes. So, and that's the point. He calls it the tiny habits formula. The formula for that is the anchor plus the new behavior plus celebrate. Example, after I brush my teeth, I will do 2 push-ups. Then I will smile and say, I am awesome. I will smile and say, I am awesome. I think this is the behavior that they try to inculcate in kids. When they do something, they'll say, clap for yourself. It's the little celebrations matters. So this formula rewires your brain. The more you celebrate, the more your brain locks in the new habits. That's true, that's right. I can relate as a teacher, because when you celebrate a kid for doing well, trust me, the kid will put in more effort next time. So as young adults, as adults also, we need to celebrate ourselves. If there is no one here to celebrate yourself. When you do something right, clap for yourself, spoil yourself, just splurge on yourself sometimes. Just tell yourself, well done. So the section 3 here is why motivation is overrated. One of the best lessons in tiny habits is that motivation is a terrible long-term strategy. Why? Because motivation is unpredictable. Some days you are fired up, other days life happens, and when this happens, most people quit. But tiny habits don't rely on motivation. They rely on simplicity. And once the habit is locked in, it starts to grow naturally, without you forcing it. So that's the section 3. The section 4 is designing prompts and anchors. A habit only starts when it is triggered, and Fogg emphasizes the importance of the prompt. The most reliable prompt, your existing daily routines, those are your most reliable prompts. Things you know that there is no how you want to do it, you have to do it. There is no how you wake up in a day that you won't do these things. Like after I pour my coffee, you write one sentence that if you know, okay, the new habit I want to start this, I want to start writing, I want to start reading. Then you tell yourself, okay, after I pour myself a cup of coffee, then I'm going to write a sentence or I'm going to read a page, yeah? So you can also put it that after I hang up a phone call, I will take one deep breath. And then you can also say after I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. You get? So you don't wait for motivation. Let your day prompt your habits. The other section here is celebration is the glue. Celebration, here is a fun twist. Fogg teaches that emotions, not repetition, makes habits stick. If you feel good when you perform a new habit, your brain marks it as important. That's why celebration matters. After each tiny win, immediately do something that feels good. Smile, do a fist pump, say yes, or dance for 2 seconds. It might sound silly, but that emotional spark wires the habit into your brain. So now the section 6 says small changes lead to big wins. So one push-up becomes 5, one sentence becomes a page, one deep breath becomes a mindfulness practice. That's how habits scale. You don't force growth, you allow it. So section 7 here says troubleshooting habits. What if your habit still isn't sticking? Fox suggests checking 3 things. 1. Is there a clear prompt? Have you told yourself, after I finish doing this, I'm going to do this? Is the behavior simple enough? That's 2. Then 3. Are you celebrating? Fix this and your habits will usually click into place. So the section 8 says design your environment for success. Whether or not we like to admit, our environment influences us a whole lot. So last but not least, the environment shapes your habits. BJ Fogg recommends designing your surroundings to make good habits easy and bad habits hard. Example, do you want to read more? Put the book on your pillow. Do you want to work out? Lay out your shoes the night before. Do you want to eat healthy? Place fruit on the counter. Your environment should remind you and guide you towards success. No extra willpower needed. And that's the 8 sections that I have divided this tiny habit book into. So that's the core of tiny habits. Change doesn't have to be hard or huge. In fact, it shouldn't be. When you start tiny, anchor your habits and celebrate your wins. You create momentum. And once momentum kicks in, change becomes effortless. So what's your first tiny habit going to be? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share to your friends. And turn on the notification bell for more self-improvement content. And if you would like to grab a copy of this book to read, there is a link down below in the description. Go there and check out the book. It's a book you should have, and it's a book you personally should go through. Remember, tiny is mighty, and small changes build momentum. Start small, and your future self will thank you for it. Till next time, bye.